They beat the man who protested for their welfare. What a tragic irony, and Sowore's defense of the Nigerian police. In a country where uniformed men often feel abandoned by the system they swore to protect. One of the few civilians who has consistently stood for their welfare is Omoyele Sowore, activist, journalist, and political dissident. Through the years, Sowore has raised his voice not just for citizens brutalized by police officers, but also for police officers brutalized by the state itself. Let us watch some of his actions while calling for better welfare for the Nigerian police personnel. I'll be right back.
Police life matters! Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
Police life matters!
No to Yahoo pension scheme. No to
Yahoo Ponzi. Yes.
Yahoo
Pension scheme. No to Yahoo pension scheme. No to Ponzi. Yes. No to Ponzi pension scheme. The CPS is actually contributory Ponzi scheme. That's what it means. It's not any contributing police. It's Ponzi scheme. It's Ponzi. Because the people who are managing it are getting paid more than the people they take it from. That is fraud, absolute fraud. You cannot take from people who have money, invest it, and get paid better salary than they get paid. It is not done anywhere in the world. That is why the CPS must be shut down. And yes, it must be shut down. Police must have the same kind of pension scheme as soldiers. Yes.
They are suffering. Our children are suffering.
Yeah. People are suffering.
They are suffering. We are not eating better food. No money for school fees.
Yes.
We are suffering.
Yes.
We are suffering. Police wives are suffering.
We cannot pay our school fees. Yes. We cannot even pay our children. Yeah, for school.
These are, show the faces of their wives. See how they are suffering.
Yes.
They suffer.
Yes.
Police wives they suffer. Police wives they suffer. Up to now they never pay them.
widows. No what they suffer.
Their widows, their children.
Yeah, but
This message should go to Mr. President. Who will come after them one after the other.
No, if the pension scheme is good for police, why president not there for that pension scheme too? Yes, IG president. Yes, if it's a good scheme, may they put president too. Yes, so that Babangida and all of them go there under CPS. I mean, they'll be police now, they'll be military too now, and they don't retire too now. Why is it about police alone? That means say these people they don't even rate police at all. Yes.
I know the members.
Mona just plan out where we go plan out. We will come lock this place up. Carry all your pots they cook for them. That time they will not say no be play.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We no go gree.
We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree.
Yama pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. Yama pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. Yama pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. Oh, we no go gree. We no go We no go gree. Uru pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. We no go gree. General pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. We no go gree. Amayama pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. We no go gree. Amayama pension. We no go gree. We no go gree. We no go gree.
Voice on the voiceless. That one I will need to bring up. Very soon, IG will need to go and peace here. Yeah. I ain't go come personally. So this one I rehearse that we they do now. When I don't say she will not talking. Next time from here, from police headquarters to this block, yes, nobody can go anywhere. I will from here enter Aso Rock Villa. Everybody head go correct.
Yes, my name is retired DSP Ilyasu Aliu, the deputy chairman, coordinator, police retirees under contributing pension. Our demand, we need total exits from CPS called contributing pension scheme, PENCOM. The reason is many of our retirees who retire under this system are dying every day because of prostration. Some are in their sick bed. As I'm talking to you, we have a number of 10,500 of our retirees who die as a result of prostration. We cannot be able to feed ourselves 1 square meal in a day. Our children can no longer go to school again. We have nothing to show in our community. Federal government are decided to neglect us after serving this nation for good 35 years. With our strength, with our mind, we have passion to serve our nation. That is why we enter the job. And when we take word of allegiance, when we enter the job, federal government didn't tell us that we are going to push to PENCOM, called PENCOM Contributing Pension Scheme, CPS. But after our serving, federal government decided to push us to Contributing Pension Scheme. In one organization, we have 3 systems of pension. 1, AIG, DIG, and IG. They have their system. While some that retire before the creation of establishment of PENCOM, they are under PITAT. And we now, that federal government time us to be a slaves in our fatherland. After 35 years, they decided to push up to company called PENCOM. We have been in this place for protest for quite a number of time. And anytime we happen to come to National Assembly, one of the representatives from National Assembly will come and address us that our demand will look into. And when we go back, we are not going to have any answer. That is why this time around, as we come, we have already told the whole world and the federal government that enough is enough. They cannot treat us as if we are slaves in our fatherland. We are not going to leave Nasgate until head of state has signed executive order and exit us from this contributing pension scheme. So thank you very much. From retired DSP Ilyasu Aliu.
The purpose of us being in this National Assembly since on 29 of last month is to call on our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to please prevail on the Senate President and the Inspector General of Police to exit us from contributive pension scheme. The scheme is satanic, is fraudulent, and in fact is the latest Yahoo in town. It's a Ponzi scheme. Police officer will serve 35 years. ASP at the end of 35 years will be giving 1.5 million naira. DSP will be giving 2 million naira, and to be collecting monthly pension of 30,000. SP 2.5 million naira, and to come and be collecting monthly pension scheme of 40,000 naira. CSP, the group that I belong, will go with 3 million naira after 35 years in service, and now will be paid 50,000 naira monthly pension.
And yet, in the most painful and heartbreaking contradiction, the same police officers whose welfare he protested for turned against him, pushing, shoving, beating, and humiliating him in the open street of Abuja, just because he raised his voice for another person who was the victim of the circumstance. This is not just a story of protest, it is a story of irony, a story of injustice, a story of a nation at war with itself. He only raised his voice against for some other person who needed it. This reminds me of a proverb I heard from elders while growing up, that if you save an animal or any animal in danger, the animal will run away. But if you save a human being, he will turn and pie you. That's exactly what has happened to Sowore. Unlike most protests that pit civilians against police, Sowore's protest was for them a call for dignity, better welfare, humane treatment, and justice. That is what he canvassed for the police force. Nigerian police officers are among the most poorly paid in Africa, living in dilapidated barracks, feeding themselves from personal pockets, while still expected to fight armed robbers, kidnappers, and terrorists. They are stretched thin, underfunded, ill-equipped, and then blamed for being brutal, corrupt, or inefficient, while the system that serves them stands untouched. Sowore chose to speak for them. He marched for them. He put his own body on the front line for them. But what is happening today to Sowore? It might be small, but it is a historic victory. Removing police from the contributory pension scheme is not a small feat. That is what he canvassed for. Recently, the National Assembly passed a long-awaited bill removing the police from the contributory pension scheme that has left thousands of retired officers destitute and suicidal. For years, their pensions were swallowed by a fraudulent policy that paid them peanuts after decades of service. Some died waiting, some faded away, abandoned by the state. This bill is arguably one of the most true wins for Nigerian police welfare in modern times, a step toward justice and dignity. And it came as a result of a relentless advocacy from activists, journalists, and reformers like Sowore, who refused to be silent. It should have been a moment of relief, a moment when police officers should look at Sowore and say, here is someone who fought for us. But instead, they dragged him, they shoved him, they manhandled him in full glare of the world. A man who came unarmed, with no personal benefit, no political reward, no contract to gain. A man protesting for their welfare was treated like an enemy because he stood up for another victim of the state who needed a voice to echo truth on his behalf. Now the Kano needs that voice. He needs it, and that is why Sowore was there for him. But what happened? That's the tragedy of a Nigeria. People turned into weapons by the very system that exploited them. Watch some police action against Sowore here. I will be back.
Are you recording us?
No, I'm not recording.
Are you recording us?
I'm not recording you. Me and you. I'm recording me and you.
Put that phone down.
This is my younger brother now.
Wait, what did you do?
They said they shouldn't look for the time that I was able to capture when the police was.
The officers who brutalized Sowore are not the true villains. They are pawns in a cold political structure that trains them to obey rather than think, to act rather than understand, to see protesters as targets rather than citizens, and to swallow unearned aggression while remaining blind to their own chains. What more could show the depth of our brokenness in this country? When a government fears criticism more than it values reform, when a police officer sees a peaceful activist as his enemy, when a man fighting for your salary becomes your victim, what hope is left for justice? Sowore was not asking for special treatment. He was not protesting for personal gain. He was not lobbying for a political appointment. Yet, what happened? He was demanding respect for those who can't demand it for themselves. Yet, the state responded with iron fist, black boot, and the violence of silence. There's a moral lesson no one can miss in all of this. Nigeria must now confront a painful truth. When a nation becomes so broken that its defenders fear its liberators, the people are no longer fighting oppression. They are fighting confusion. Sowore's manhandling is not just an attack on his person. It is a betrayal of conscience, a distortion of loyalty, and a public confession that the real enemy of the police is not a citizen, but the government that uses them as shields during crisis and discards them during compensation. There is a need for reflection. We need a moment of reflection in this country. As the contributory pension removal bill progresses toward full implementation, every police officer, serving or retired, must remember that this victory did not come from the silence of power. It came from the courage of protest. From voices like Sowore's, from advocacy that refused to die, from the spirit of Nigerians who still believe in justice, even when justice feels far away. One thing is certain. There's a man who took the beating meant for them. History will remember the irony. History will remember the injustice. But more importantly, history will remember that while the state crushed him with force, he stood for them with compassion. The day police welfare fully becomes a reality, many may never mention his name, yet his sacrifice will be written in the imprints of dignity restored. He chose to stand for them, but they were forced to stand against him. But time will prove who truly fought for Nigeria. Please drop your comment below and subscribe for more unbiased analysis on Newsrip. Thank you.